When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, with just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's McCutcheon. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a really nice looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And
throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's McCutcheon. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Complete on the shuffle. Moving past the 25. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. the gun. The running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for room. It's Russell. There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off play action. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of D-man, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Fears the pressure. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Brings it in down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A great catch and run for 6.
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now...
Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Commodores want to crank the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Gets open down the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Barnett. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Vandy. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Averill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Barnett. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Off-play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Barnett. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Big man has it as a 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Doors! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on 1st down. Had to get rid of it quickly.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The sure hands, it's McCutcheon. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give on the inside. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. Past the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown. Hard. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air. It's in goal. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense is sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
Hey, good for them. Put together a drive, they got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive.
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they...
Turning on the Jets. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me. I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dumps it to the back. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Averill. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Texas offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seems like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's in goal. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was... set up the offense with good field position. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.